I have a 2025 GLS 450. I'm gonna review it, drive it, and share with you price breakdown on the lease and finance. Also, share with you some exciting news on the price of 2024 GLS so you can decide whether you're gonna go buy 24 or 25 GLS 450. I have 2025 GLS 450, and you might think it's a different model because it looks pretty expensive, and in fact it is expensive. It's about $111,000 MSRP, so it's on the higher end of GLS 450. And one of the expensive things that it has is change number one for GLS 2025 is the new paint, manufacturer silicone gray. And guys, if you see any value in this video, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And it's beautiful along with these wheels that it has, but it will cost you a lot of money. You have few new premium paints available for GLS 450, and this is one of them. It's $6,500 to opt in for this nice premium paint. And when you opt in for the night package, which gives you this dark grille, some black elements on the front bumper, you can choose these 23-inch large and the best looking wheels available for GLS, both on 450 and 580. It will also cost you about $3,000 to get these wheels, as well as the AMG line package. If you're a Mercedes fan, owner, you might be familiar with AMG terminology. In this case, it doesn't have to do anything with the performance of the car, or all GLS 450s have the same engine, and we'll talk about it in a second. It's the appearance of the car, particularly these wheel arches that mention the paint of the car, AMG rims with AMG emblems. The smallest rims you can get for this car is 21-inch rims, non-AMG, but once you pay for the AMG package, which is $3,200, you can actually get some nice 22 or 23-inch wheels. Now, as far as the engine, it's a 6-cylinder engine. It's inline 6 with a mild hybrid technology. Let's look at it really quick. It's the engine that is very popular in a large selection of Mercedes-Benz model lineup. 375 horsepower. Trust me, it's enough to move this car. And we have the same engine on S500 and many other Mercedes-Benz models, even AMG models, where they enhance and boost up the power. So if you're concerned about the reliability of the car, I think that it should be less of concern with this particular engine. They have it in Mercedes-Benz for a while, and it's been well tested. Again, the rims are 23-inch and they're wider in the back. We can see it's 325 with a very large, nice rims. One thing to pay attention to when you get these rims, they come with the summer tires, summer high-performance tires. So for those in snow states, be careful. You don't want to drive with these wheels and tires on snow. Let's take a look at the second row. We have heated seats here and 4-zone climate control as optional equipment for this car. All GLSs come standard with the panorama roof, and the headliner in this specific car is gray, which I think it would look better in black, but I think the idea was to match this gray exterior, and it doesn't look that bad. But you also have black option and the microfiber option with this kind of swayish material for the headliner for an extra cost. This upholstery is leather, and this is an upgrade. They don't come standard with leather. And if you go with the 580 model, you get the leather standard. And if you press this button here, you get to the third row. So as far as the size of the car, nothing changed in 25 or 24 in GLS model and GLS 450 or 580. They're all the same size, and there is not much competition on the market for GLS except the BMW X7. X7 is on the smaller side, and there is a bunch of smaller SUVs that also offer 3 rows. Yes, GLS comes standard with 3 rows and comes with 2 seat configurations, 6 seats or 7 seats. So second row is powered, and you can move it to accommodate the passengers in the back. But if you got 5-year-old to 15-year-old kids, they will be very comfortable sitting in the back. And you can move the front seats once I move it back. So it's kind of in between very large SUVs. We're talking about Escalade and the new Jeep Wagoneer. So you can move it like this, and the back as well. The buttons are right here. And more and smaller SUVs like your Acura MDX or Audi Q7. So this car is in between. It's not too big, it's not too small. I think it's perfect to have somebody in the back. It's meant to be a 3-row seater, unlike those other cars that evolved into 3-row seaters as companies were coming out with bigger cars later. And you can fold the seats here. Not a lot of space left here, but still a little bit more space than your X7. And you can move the third row or put it down with these buttons here. So it's a power third row. You can remove this cargo cover. That is not really necessary if you have 3 rows and you use them all the time. And you can place it right here, kind of separating the trunk space from the cabin of the car. And you can move down the air suspension in the back. Now, all of these cars sit on the air suspension, and we'll talk about it in just a second. I just wanted to show you the tow hitch that doesn't come standard. It's an extra option, but well worth it. Car will tow about 7,700 pounds. So all of the GLSs, since they came out as a GL model, they've been always sitting on the air suspension, and it had some issues, reliability issues back in 2007 to 2014 when it fails, it was just a matter of time. And I got to tell you that 2017 and up, Mercedes-Benz really improved on the reliability side, and you shouldn't be concerned with the reliability of air suspension. And in the end of the day, you have no choice. They all come with the air suspension, they all come with the 4MATIC, and they drive really, really smooth. That's what makes them drive like they drive. And trust me, when you drive this car on the highway, it's so quiet inside, it's got enough power, and you and your family will enjoy driving it. You don't want to stop the car. I owned one of the old ones, and we really enjoyed the car. It used to be a lot smaller though when it just came out as a GL model. We have plenty of standard safety features in the car, like your driver assist features with adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist. We have standard ventilated seats and heated seats. And if you're wondering what this third button is, that button allows you to control the seat of your passenger. So you can move it, you can turn on heating and cooling. We have piano lacquer wood. Burmeister is standard on all of them, and nothing happened to the MBUX software. It's still the same. They didn't introduce third generation. The only thing that on the technology side they introduced is this fingerprint authentication of the user profile. So you and your wife or your second driver will easily change between the profiles that you can find here. Navigation is also standard. Wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. You can switch between these graphics here. And the left side of the steering wheel controls the left side of the screen because it's not a touch screen. And then you can pull up the whole nav in front of you. Assistance. So you can see other cars and the lanes and other assistance graphics there on the screen. Pretty cool. I think it's enough of the interior features. Let's go drive it and then look at the numbers. So let's go and drive this car. And this car again has 23-inch wheels. And a lot of people like those wheels, but I've seen a lot of people really struggle between going with 23-inch wheels and 22-inch wheels or 21-inch wheels. More of like 22-inch wheels and 23-inch wheels choice, because 23-inch wheels gives you this wall effect, and 22 still look nice, but the concern is, will I still have that nice off-ride, soft ride with 23-inch wheels? And the answer is, you will feel bumps a little bit more with 23-inch wheels, but I think it's more of a cost question. Are you ready for these tires to wear faster? Are you ready for this wheel to be damaged if you get in a big pothole? Because there's a bigger chance you can damage larger rims. And are you ready to replace those tires more often, or maybe replace them with the all-season tires because you drive on snow and there is less options of 23-inch wheels tires if it's a winter or all-season tires, and you will pay more again. Another thing is, because this car is $111,000, is it worth to upgrade to 580 GLS? Because now you're in a price category of 580 if you add a few more $1,000 and you kind of get more of a basic GLS 580. Is it worth to upgrade to a V8? Now this car again has the 6-cylinder, and I want to say that this is a very solid ride with the 6-cylinder. And somebody is right behind me, like 2 feet on my tail, so I'm gonna pull over. You know, one thing about driving a car, if you want to be safe, it's easier to avoid an idiot than prove something to him or try to show him something. So better off pulling away and then going back on your journey. So let's put it in sport and accelerate. Very, very solid acceleration, very nice ride. I think you get this expensive look with these car combo and wheels that I have here, and you don't really need to go for a 580 if your main concern is power. You will get plenty of power here, and 580 though gets you a few standard features that GLS 450 doesn't have, such as The AMG line, that's $3,000. Leather seats also standard, that's a couple $1,000, and a soft closed doors also standard in $580. So that's total of $5,000-$6,000, and few features are not available on 450, unlike 580, such as the famous bouncing suspension. And the main purpose of that suspension is not for you to have the gangster bounce and impress everybody, but actually to separate you from any bumps and imperfections on the road, so you don't feel any bumps, and it has the a perfect ride. But other than that, I would go with this 450, and it has all the safety features standard. It has the look of 580. Like before in 2021, when GLS originally came out, you couldn't get the AMG line on 450, and then when COVID happened, Mercedes-Benz changed it because they couldn't produce the V8s. There was a problem with production of V8 engines, so they started to offer the AMG line on 450s. And now that you can get the wheels, the large wheels on 450, why not go with the 450? So I'm really impressed with the GLS 450, and I think that it's a tough choice if you're looking at BMW X7 and GLS 450. I think X7 is more dynamic, but it's a little bit on smaller side, and Mercedes-Benz is more smooth and luxury on the inside. And now let's take a look at those numbers, and also take a look at the offer that I have on the fuel left 24 GLSs in stock.
So first I have 2025 GLS 450, the one that we have in the video today, and we see the discounted price here, your cash down options with monthly payments on finance, and your lease. Nice thing about 2025 GLS 450 that it has special rate manufacturer on the lease, and that's your residuals right here. And both finance and lease scenarios do not include tax. Now we're gonna look at 2024. So this is quite exciting. I can discount a brand new GLS with a full warranty with no miles, it's not a demo, by $13,000. I have only few left, and I think we won't have that availability of those cars and that incentive next month. So if you're looking for a deal on a brand new GLS, I got 2024 GLSs. You can still lease them, and even though they don't have special rate like 25 GLS, they do have some good low monthly payments, and that's your residuals here. I hope this is helpful.